Good morning, fellow Kivans. I am sorry that I couldn't join you this morning, but I really did want to share with you my experience, so I appreciate this opportunity. For those of you I haven't met, I am Jeremy. I am the media fellow in Africa right now, and as such, I thought I'd take you all on safari with me. Safari literally means journey, so please come join me. So real quick, I want to rewind, give you all a little bit of history. Yep, that is me. When I was little, I wanted to be Superman, and that's because he was the superhero that I identified with. You see, growing up, there weren't that many public figures or celebrities that looked like me, but Superman and I shared a common trait. We both have black hair. And because of that, I thought that I could be him. So representation matters, and as a result, I've tried to use my skill set to provide voice and opportunities to underserved and underrepresented communities. When I found out about the Kiva Fellowship, it just sounded like an amazing opportunity to go out and film the stories of borrowers, and it really has been. And that's what I want to share with you now. I'll introduce you to some of the people that I've met and places I've been. This is Lake Victoria. I am on Ukerewe Island. All right, gonna go swimming. You see it? See it again. My journey began with Kiva Protocol. I am in Sierra Leone, where I got to be on the ground and see the amazing work that the team out there is doing, as well as be there for the launch of the National Digital Identity Platform. From there, I met up with Laura Asherman to collect Kiva Lab stories, and together we went to Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. And then after Laura left, I've been connecting with DSEs, direct social enterprises, as well as classic borrowers.
Before I used to live in such houses. Do you see that house? That is where I started my life.
This is Paulina. She's a grandmother who lost her husband 30 years ago in a car accident. Widowed and with 5 children, she did everything she could to provide for them.
Before the loan, I used to brew. Yes, I ended up doing illegal brews. Yeah, that was the nearest source of income. But when I took the loan and started farming, I changed. I started farming slowly. I ended up farming more than 5 acres, and that is how I came up to be successful.
And she is successful. She farms potatoes, corn, and passion fruit, has chickens and cows, and she now lives in a much larger and more modern house. With a loan and a lot of hard work, Paulina turned her land into wealth. Sanergy, a DSE recipient, is turning poop into profits. Based in Nairobi, Sanergy manufactures toilets designed specifically for non-sewered communities. With a recent loan from Kiva, they were able to make 200 toilets which serve about 8,000 people. They lease these toilets out, charge a monthly subscription fee for the collection of waste, and then they process that waste and use it to create fertilizer and animal feed. Pretty awesome, right? Their customers sure think so.
The fresh toilet is so nice, so fresh, so enjoyable. Yeah, and easy to maintain it.
Next up, I want to introduce you to Robert.
I'm the Director of Affordable Computers and Technology for Tanzania. We envision an ICT-empowered community.
They use Kiva loans to bring computers and ICT trainings to marginalized communities. I spent about a week with ACTT, and Robert and I traveled over 1,500 kilometers together. It was a lot for me, but not uncommon for Robert.
in a month, 15 days, I'm out there traveling. It's tough, it's challenging. But I think it's a price worthwhile price, because if you really see the impact, if you really see how much these programs that we're offering make a difference in these communities and the schools.
To date, ACTT has supplied over 260 schools with computer labs and have worked with local youth to be trainers and computer experts in their communities.
I really see the success of some of the pilot youth that we have, and they are growing up. Some are potentially going to be even bigger than ACTT, and that's the goal. I think for me, that the only big legacy I would like to leave is to be able to see that there are people who are coming up.
And finally, to wrap things up, I'll end with Pascal. Pascal is a boat owner and customer of Semisolar, which, like ACTT and Sanergy, is also a DSE recipient. Semisolar makes solar fishing lights and solar water pumps, and Pascal was an early adopter of their fishing lights. 3 years ago, Pascal operated 2 boats and opted to send his fishers out with the lights as an alternative to the widely used kerosene lanterns. The lights proved effective, and his fishers did well. Today, Pascal has 18 boats and over 70 employees.
So I wanted to end with Pascal because he was the last customer I interviewed, and Semisolar was the last borrower I visited. Now, as some of you may know, it was after that interview and after going out with the fishers that I ran into an immigration issue. Because all of that happened just last week, when thinking about challenges, that's the one that came to the forefront. One of the challenges was just the uncertainty around it all, not knowing how the situation was going to be resolved or when it was going to be resolved. Another thing that I noticed was that because my passport was taken, I didn't feel comfortable leaving my hotel. I worried that if I was out and about exploring like I generally enjoy doing, I might be stopped by an official and end up getting into even more trouble. So yes, it was a challenging week. Throughout the process, though, I do want to say that Kiva, I really did feel supported by Kiva. So thank you.
To close, one of my favorite questions to ask was, what are you proud of? And the answers varied.
One of my daughter, because now she's 17 and she's finished school, is about to go to college.
What I'm proud of is that we are really changing the lives of the slum dwellers.
I'm proud of myself to be a saleswoman because I get my own money. Yeah.
In fact, some of our welders and the carpenters, when they came, they knew nothing about welding or something, but they were trained here, and now we can say they are professionals.
I'm proud of my home state, where I've reached. I cannot believe.
And what I'm proud of is the role that Kiva plays in making all of those sources of pride possible, and the role that I've gotten to play in capturing those stories and now being able to share them. You know, I recognize and accept that I'm never going to be Superman, but I appreciate this super experience. Sante Sana Kiva.